We got Dogs to the Problem, one of Houston's finest up-and-coming independent artists in the building. What's going on?
What go down?
Man, shit, last time we talked, bro, you did a good performance. Did your thing, man. It was a quick in and out interview. This time, man, let's break it down.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Houston, in what part?
South Side, South Acres to be exact, man. South Side of Houston, Texas.
From being a youngster growing up in Houston, what's the difference between that time and now?
Ooh, it depends on what you're talking about. That's a lot. That's different.
Music scene, club scene, anything.
Music scene. I'm more of a fan of the music scene back then, even though I'm a part of it now. Of course, when I was growing up, we had Screwed Up Click. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of members that's no longer here, but you can go down Cullen and see the Screw Shop. Of course, now it's in Fuqua. It's in a different location, but the era was different with the music. Radio was different. Radio was more supportive, in my opinion. Radio still support, but back then you heard more Houston on Houston radio.
Okay.
It was a beautiful thing, man. I think a lot more artists that was here had deals than maybe now. But I mean, the independent game is the way to go too. So I guess right now, like a lot of artists know how to grind with the independent side of it. So I mean, I guess back then too, because boys was selling CDs out the trunk. It has its differences, but I think back then, people gonna be mad at it. I love the music scene back then more than I probably like it now.
Okay, question is, I got an idea why, but to the people, let's tell them why.
I'm more of a fan of older music, but I think it was probably the nostalgia of it, growing up and being and seeing it and being a part of it. But just the artists, there's so many artists I can name from back in the day that I think it was also me learning hip hop, me coming up and understanding it and growing with it. So it was like I appreciate it more back then than now. And a lot of stuff now is more repetitive. Boys, see, I talk a lot of truth, man.
Man, I mean,
a lot of stuff nowadays is a lot of repetitive of back then. And plus, you hear a lot of sampling of the music from back then anyway.
Right.
But it's just that era, that the 90s part of hip hop, man, was just so great. So I appreciate that more than now.
Okay.
Say,
for people that don't know about Texas or never been down here, did you ever have a problem with the South Side, North Side situation?
Nah. I ain't never had that issue.
Okay.
I went in the street side of it, so I definitely didn't have that issue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. If you had an opportunity to work with somebody from back then, who was it gonna be? Give me two.
Face for sure. I'm gonna say probably the Pimp.
Okay.
The Pimp.
I can see that. I can see that.
Man. Pimp and Face.
That would be a badass cut.
Badass
cut. Okay. For people that don't know, I seen you perform, and I seen you pretty much we rapped and talked.
Yeah.
But it seemed like you have when it comes to hip hop music, it's not just you have a Texas style, but then it seemed like you kind of have a New York style too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did that come about? Because I'm not gonna lie, everybody from the South stick to their roots with the South.
Of course, I'm from the H, so I definitely gotta rep the H in my music. But at the same time, I'm a bar dude. Lyrics is my thing. So like I said, I grew up in the 90s. Like I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, so I'm listening to a lot of lyrical music. Even in the 2000s, I still have my lyrical music I listen to, whether it was like Fab, Cassidy. Like I'm still listening to people that bar up. So that's my thing, is I want to say stuff that's gonna go over people's head, that's gonna make you think. You know, so I like to just come left field with it, but then still hit you with the Texas swag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, man.
As far as your grind, as a Texas grind, because I remember the back then grind.
Yeah.
Do you think you have some of that in you, plus the modern grind, or talk to me?
Not as much, because by the time I was doing it, it was already going digital.
Okay.
So I think if I'd have came into it before it went digital, I would have been like on that slim talk. Like I ain't tripping on no record deal. Like I can push whatever out the trunk or go to the shows and have everything pressed up and ready. But because I came into the digital part of it, the MySpace days, I was watching that more so than trying to do hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I was pressing up my own CDs back then, using the CD duplicator, pressing them, going to car shows, handing out free CDs. That's how, I mean, I did it like that back in the day, but at that same time, that's when everybody was transitioning into the digital side of things. You know what I'm saying? After Napster and ShareBear and all of that, man, everybody was downloading music, so I had to unfortunately adapt to that part of it. But I still press up CDs every now and then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in the booth, what's your ritual? Do you go in the studio already with a track ready, or you just like pull something up, or you just cut the mic on and go?
I'm ready when I get there. Like, I ain't got no money to waste and for no studio time. So normally what I do is I have everything ready at the crib. I record stuff at the crib. That way I can kind of figure out which way I want to go with the delivery. If I need to change anything up. That way by the time I schedule my studio session, I can go in there and probably knock out the whole project in one session or multiple songs. That way I'm not wasting my time in the studio. So I like to be prepared before I even get there.
And for those that don't know, studio, it's a little cheaper now than it was back then.
Yes.
Back then it was like $7,500 an hour.
Man, and boy, it's still taxing now. I mean, you're gonna find people that work out some good deals or whatever, but yeah, I say go prepare, but there's some people that like to just go and sit there and listen to music for hours and try to cut. I ain't got time for that.
Facts.
I ain't got time for that.
What producer you like working with, and what producer you want to work with?
Recently it's been Hush Boy. Shout out to Hush Boy. He did my Pope Me single. My fam, Lil Shipe as always. That's my kinfolk. But Hush Boy, I want to work with him some more for sure. A producer I would like to work with would be, of course, Dre. I think that's on a lot of people's list is Dr. Dre.
Well, you know, Dre, they say he a tyrant in that booth, boy. In that studio.
I was saying one word, but I mean, and that might make me better as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I think he could probably take me somewhere, and it might be uncomfortable for me in the beginning, but I know it's gonna be worth it by the time I leave out that studio. So I think Dre is one of them producers I would love to work with.
So when did you know this is the career I want? I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna be an artist. When did you know?
Snoop. When I heard Snoop, when I seen Snoop, as I watched Snoop's career, I knew this is what I wanted, which is where my name kind of come from. So, like, I think D Nice was that artist that made me love rap, but seeing Snoop was like, I want to do what he do.
Okay.
So yeah, that's when it was, man.
You talking about 90s Snoop?
90s Snoop, nothing but a G thing, deep cover.
Okay.
Doggy Style album for sure. Like, once I got that cassette and I put it in, and I'm going through the cassette tape. It's old school. I'm going through the cassette booklet, and I see the cartoon. Yeah, man. Snoop was that dude. Seeing him transition from the dude to the dog or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's my name? I was like, I want to be like that dude. And to this day, like, business wise, like everything, like, I want to be a household name like Snoop.
Oh yeah, bro. That ain't definitely. You can do it. You can definitely do it. I know you shot a couple videos, man. Let's talk about that, bro. Yeah. What was the last one you done?
The last video I just did was Poke Me. I just released it on April Fool's Day. Shot by KB from Eon TV. And prior to that, I had shot my own video called Unleash. It was a mic drop type video. So I shot that one, put that one out to prepare people for the surprise EP. I think I released it the same night. I released it the night before I released the EP. So that's how I did it. So, and then prior to that, it was a little minute before I shot a video, but I would say my most two recent is Unleashed off the Perk EP, and my Poke Me, which is a single I've been pushing for the past year.
Okay. When you look at the state of rap in 2024, do you think rap is dead, or do you think it could be resurrected?
I don't think either. I don't think rap is going nowhere. I think it's just evolved. It has branches. It's just a tree. Of course, it started out one way back in the day, and it just continue to have trees that branch out into different formats of rap, different genres or sub-genres, I guess, of rap. So I don't think it's dead. There are certain elements that aren't as big as they once were. Of course, like lyricism. You'll say lyricism isn't really big, but you do have platforms that still keep that side of it going, like Rap Economics, for example. That's a platform that allows you, if you a bar dude like me, luckily I was able to be a part of that recently. If you're a bar dude, that platform is there to celebrate the lyrics, the lyricism in rap music. Sway in the morning, Sway gonna keep doing it with the five fingers of death. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? There's different platforms that allow you to still bar up and be lyrical, but then there's other platforms that don't want that. They want you to come with the one hit bangers or something for the club. You know, something strictly for the cars. I mean, there's just so many branches. It's mood music. It's what vibe is you on right now? That's what you can listen to. You can listen to Nas if you want to be on this. You can listen to Ray Shrimmer if you want to be on this. It just depends on you as a person. But I don't think it's dead, and I don't think it needs to be resurrected. I just think there's so many branches for so many people to to reach out to.
Okay. So you don't think that the newer generation has, even though they made their own lane, tarnished rap or hip hop,
Yeah.
as people would say?
There's a lot of people that's made their own lanes, and I think that's the beauty of hip hop when you can be original. And I think that came from originality, where people now, of course, a lot of people copy it, and they'll see it work for some people, and they'll try to emulate it and do the same thing. But I think that's the beauty of it is when somebody can come with something different. For example, when so many people used to listening to music a certain way, and you had Houston slowing and chopping the music back in the day, and then you see now it's its own subgenre. There's a lot of people that still don't like it, they don't understand it, but
Right.
it's a culture down here to where we get it, we love it. Other people love it when they hear it. So, like I said, it's the beauty of it when people can come and bring something different to it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if we was still rapping, this is no disrespect to the old school, but if we was still hip hop, hippity hip hop, barbecue, the chicken tastes like wood. Like if we was still doing that right now, like come on, like people would. You get tired of hearing that for 30. What we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
So it's like if 50 years of hip hop was the same way as it started, I don't even think we would have made it to 50 years because people said rap was gonna die. They thought it was a fad back in the day. But I think everybody coming different. You got Rakim coming out rapping a certain way. Then you got the West Coast doing what they do with NWA. I think that just made it so beautiful to where it allowed it to make 50 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I don't got no issue with it, man. Everything ain't my cup of tea. Like it ain't for me. So I don't try to dive into them lanes that ain't mine. I got my own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely will admit, man, Houston is like its own island because, man, I be up here and the vibe, the cars, the wheels, the food, the attitude. You know a motherfucker from Houston.
Yeah.
You know a nigga from Houston. Not just because what he got on, because he going to let you know for no reason he from H-Town.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Yeah.
You can say anything in the world. Like, man, that color blue, H-Town. Like, bro, bro.
You hear it in the slang, know what I'm talking about?
Right, that slang. That's it, them words. So, man, what you eat nowadays? What's a good place the dogs to eat at, man? Get a little snack or what's a good place, man?
The crib. Home cooking food from the missus.
No.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I just killed Lotus. Before I came up here, I went to Lotus, man. They had a special today. You ever had Lotus?
Nah, talk about it, bro.
Oh, man, they got this thing called the Loud Pack. Today for $4.20, they got a deal. $10 regular price is like $15.50. But it's like a fried rice with shrimp and crawfish.
Oh,
then
shit.
they put like some, I guess like some of they boiled shrimp on top of it. Like a bed of shrimp on top of it. Fire. They
Where's
wings
it at?
fire. Huh?
Where's it at? Like, what's the spot?
Up the street.
See,
It's one up the street.
you talking fat boy language there. Let me go
Loaded
move on.
seafood. They got them spread it out, but like it's one literally up the road from here, man.
Bet.
Fire.
The Dogster brand.
Yes, sir.
What else are we doing other than being an artist? What else can we expect?
Just me continuing to show people you can do a lot of stuff on your own. You ain't gotta wait. Like I said, I do my own videos. I actually did a partner, Arbin J. Shout out to Arbin J. I did his video recently, but I don't do everybody videos. But that's like my bro, so I looked out for him on that. I'm taking a step back from the merch, but expect it to come back. Trying to get into some acting roles. So, just keep your eye on what is YouTube, Tubi. You might see me doing a little acting, man. More music. Like I said, I just released the EP, I think January. So then expect another EP in the next couple months. I will say that. I ain't giving details other than that.
No name, no nothing?
I can't get there.
Can't do it.
I'm doing all surprises this year. That was my thing. I'm like, this year I'm just doing all sneak attacks.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit people when they ain't even expecting it. So one night you might just be scrolling on IG and see I done released a new EP. But this year I want to go into things, not just announcing it, you know what I'm saying, just kind of seeing who really truly gravitate to what I got going on, who really watching me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's my project within myself as an artist this year is just releasing stuff, not making announcements. I didn't announce the rap economics thing. I didn't announce the my EP. When I dropped the video for Pope Me, I waited till like a few days prior to. So like I wanna not just sit there and just be doing stuff for no reason. I've seen to where I went months promoting stuff before it came out, and I didn't really see much results. So I want to see, okay, let me see how I do things this year, with not just announcing stuff ahead of time. Let me just drop it on people and see who really truly rock with it, and see who really truly help me promote what I got going on, man.
So once you get to the point where it's moving, you think you go re-release stuff that had a stopping point or didn't do as well, or kind of mix it in, or it's just gonna leave it where it's at?
That's the great thing about streaming. Even though streaming sucks when it comes to getting paid off streams,
Facts.
the beautiful side of it is, if somebody find your music, when they type in your name and they scroll down, they're gonna see every project you had. They're gonna see your top songs getting streamed. They're gonna see all your albums, EPs, singles. So, that's the beautiful side of, say if somebody just found out about Nas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they be like, dang, this dude is cool. And they go back and they see his whole discography on streaming, on Apple Music, on Tidal. And like, oh, he got all his music? So I don't think it makes sense to re-release anything unless it's like a 20th anniversary or 10-year anniversary and you add a song or something. But other than that, the streaming allows you to catch up on everything I got going on once you come across the music. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Tell them where to find you at, my man, or where to get the streaming.
Man, you can find me on Instagram at DOGSTA_the_problem. Hopefully you know how to spell the and problem. DTPvisions.com is the website. DTPVIZIONZ. I'm on YouTube. You can search the name on YouTube. But if you hit the link in my Instagram, you're going to have the link for everything on there. Yeah, man, streaming. I'm on all streaming platforms. Crowded streaming, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all that. Help me run the streams up, man.
Facts. All right, this next part is going to be a Q&A situation.
Bet.
You got to answer. You know it's not going to be easy. So, I think it's behind you. So, that's what it is. You ready? All right. Catfish or tilapia?
Catfish. They don't taste fishy.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird, but...
Pork ribs, barbecue ribs?
When you say barbecue ribs, what you mean? Beef ribs?
Beef ribs, yeah.
Okay,
beef or pork.
sorry.
Beef ribs and pork ribs. I messed that all up.
Pork rib.
Okay. Little flip or zero?
Ooh!
Oh, yeah, I'm petty. We getting petty. Yeah.
All right, so... What? Ooh, I want to say what we talking. Man, look.
You know what?
Flip was an influence for me, but I'm going to go with zero.
Go with zero. Okay, DJ Screw, Mike Watts.
True.
Okay. Paul Wall, Mike Jones.
Paul Wall.
Okay. Cameron, Jim Jones.
Cam. Killer Cam.
Gonna Killer Cam? Nas or Jay-Z?
Ether alone makes me want to say Nas, but I think I'm going to go with Jay.
Okay. Black Thought or Common?
I don't know enough of each artist's catalog like that, but I think I've liked more Black Thought verses I've heard over Common verses.
Raekwon or Chef or Method Man?
Damn it. I'm going with Meth.
Okay. Death Row or Bad Boy?
Death Row. Ooh. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah, think about that.
Bad Boy has a bigger discography.
Yeah.
But the influence Death Row had for me as a child, I have to say Death Row, only because that era that Death Row was actually running shit. For me as a youth, like Bad Boy was cool, but Death Row was something different.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go with Death Row, man.
Bro, okay. The Game or 50 Cent?
50.
Okay.
I'm a Game fan, but I'm 50.
Oh, 50. Okay. Prince or Michael Jackson?
I'm gonna go with Mike.
Oh, you show?
It depends on my mood. Cause man, it's some days where I just want to jam MJ, and some days I just want to jam Prince. But I'm gonna go with MJ, man.
You go MJ?
MJ had I don't want to say influence on me because I don't want nobody to take that wrong, but
Pause on that. Pause.
Yeah, I think every kid was doing the
Man,
moonwalk spin.
every kid had a Jackson jacket.
Prince wasn't getting me to wear no chaps, no assless pants.
Nah, but he had them badass women though. You was like, yeah.
But
And you know Purple Rain was a shit.
But I mean, Prince got bangers.
Facts.
He got bangers, but I just think MJ.
Okay.
Me growing up, I was more of an MJ fan than Prince.
Prince or Rick James?
I'm gonna probably pick Prince over Rick.
Okay, you're gonna go with the punk funk. Okay. Drew Hill or Jodeci?
Drew Hill. It sucks because, of course, Cisco is influenced by KC, but I'm gonna go with Drew Hill.
Going with Drew Hill. Aaron Hall or R. Kelly?
I'm going with Aaron.
Oh,
wait, both of them got some ways, but
and they favor on some aspects.
I'm not a fan of Kells. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
That whole incident
but the music's it can't stop the genius on that one.
I can't rock with it, man.
Can't rock with it.
I can't when Kells come on. I change the channel. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Me having a little girl don't allow me to do it, man. Me having little sisters don't allow me to do it. I can't do it. Hey.
Bobby Brown or I'll Be Sure?
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Okay.
Bobby.
Okay. What's your favorite color, bro?
Black.
Tell the black.
Black.
Tell the women what it is. Okay. Polo red or Nautica blue?
I'm gonna say Nautica blue.
Okay. Creed or Versace?
I've never smelled Creed. I have some Versace cologne. Like, it was a gift. I ain't wore it yet. So I ain't able to answer.
What's the color of the bottle?
It's a little small bottle. It's like blue, light blue.
Light blue or aqua blue? They both, I know what they are. They both smell goddamn good, boy. They listen.
I ain't smell. My tea lady bought it for me for Christmas. I just ain't opened it up yet. It's like a light blue.
Okay.
It's more of a light blue.
All right. Scarface.
Don't say who I think you about to say.
I'm gonna hold on that one. I gotta make that one. That one got to be what it is.
Because I feel like you probably gonna say the person that everybody asks. So I'm hoping that ain't it.
Master P or Baby?
I'm going No Limit.
Going No Limit? BG or Soulja Slim? Ooh.
I'm gonna go BG because I'm more familiar with BG's music, with his
Okay.
catalog and so.
Okay. Who else we got? Nelly or Ludacris?
Luda. I'm going Luda. It's an influence there. Like my high school years is following Luda's career. Because initially I wanted to do music, but I wanted to go through radio as an on-air personality and transition to music like Luda did. But yeah, that didn't happen. But I'm gonna say Luda, man.
Comedy or action?
Comedy.
Boys in the Hood or Minister Society?
I hate that question.
Yeah. It's a trick question all across the board.
I'm gonna go Menace, man.
Go Menace?
I'm going Menace.
I'm gonna do two more. Baller Blocking or Bout It?
I like Baller Blocking better.
Okay.
I have Bout It, but I like Baller Blocking better.
Ghetto Boys or A by MJG?
Ghetto Boys.
All right. There it is, man.
Who was you gonna ask with the face?
Man, you know what, bro? I was sitting there thinking, but everybody started comparing just wasn't. It would have been a face answer. I couldn't think of nobody like.
I thought you was gonna say Q.
Damn, I should have. A lot of people say
face or Q.
Ooh,
and I don't like that question.
That is a cold. That is a cold. Dogs to the problem, man. We in H-Town. My man just sat here and told y'all he got projects coming. Yeah. He got projects out. Where to get a good hot meal. What he like to watch. His favorite color. The music. The artist. Man. Hip-hop.
Yeah.
You freestyle.
You say, do I?
Yeah.
Not really, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like freestyling only because I like to think about what I'm gonna say. Like
Uh-huh.
I can freestyle, I can make words rhyme,
Right.
but it's a lot of the times it don't make sense. So I'm more of a writer and then
Okay.
go and lay it down because it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Spit something. Give him a little taste.
I give y'all a taste. I'm headed to the money like pronto. Nigga, I be dripping, get your punch, yo. Nigga, don't be tripping, get your punch, ho. I'll get smacked, baby, powder like a scrunch, ho. I be doing this shit for the fun, ho. Now it's time to do it for the funds, though. No muppet, baby. But I just told a bitch that the thing hanging out just like I'm Gunzo. Is that your main squeeze? We're gonna leave a glue face. Leave screw face while I'm jamming screw tapes. Trying to get paid for while I boogie, no ace. I'm a dog, but I'm coming like a fucking two apes. A lot of these rappers, yeah, they be too fake. Surprises, niggas ain't got toothaches. And me, I'm so damn clever on the mic that a nigga called me dog instead of touche. I'm one deep, that's what I call squad goals. Me, myself, and I, nigga, no fraud hoes. This is God's plan. Look here. I was made in his image, yeah, this is God flows. Now watch him come down like good Raj those. Watch him peel off like yo, bra clothes. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Man, to keep it short, that's just how the motherfucking car goes. Aha! You know what I'm saying?
Docs are the problem. Y'all hit the sites. Y'all hit the stream. Spotlight Podcast. Y'all follow. Be more in touch with him. Evans Administration. H-Town, baby. You
Yes,
doing
sir.
it.